All right, guys, what is up? Coach Cheryl here from Fit Body Secrets, here to bring you guys this week's Fit Body Short. Today, I want to talk to you guys about something that's really important for those of you guys out there that are on a weight loss journey. And it is the concept of shifting from weight loss to weight maintenance, because I think a lot of people think it's really hard to lose weight. And it certainly is, but it is actually a lot harder to maintain that weight loss. And there's actually a pretty well-known statistic that I've actually talked about before. And it states that 95% of people that lose weight will eventually put that weight back on. And of those 95%, 2/3 of those people will actually end up weighing more than they did before they started the diet. So it's really important that when people are setting themselves up on a plan to lose weight, that they're setting it up in a way that they're looking at the exit strategy from the weight loss protocols. So I want to go over a couple of things today that are kind of the reason for this, and then obviously give you guys a few key tips to help you be more successful in maintaining your weight loss, because nobody wants to lose weight to regain it again, right? Well, first and foremost, ask yourself this: did you actually lose weight, or did you manipulate your weight? So a lot of people associate I gained weight only to gain, or I lost weight only to gain it back, with things that are very temporary. So if the weight loss happened and only lasted for about 30 days, aka you lost 10 pounds, on a quick challenge or something like that, most of that is primarily water. So you actually really didn't lose actual fat. You lost a lot of water, a lot of other things. So I wouldn't necessarily call that a weight loss that you've actually regained. It's actually a weight manipulation. You may have lost a couple of pounds, but for the most part, it's primarily water. But for those of you guys out there that have actually been on a weight loss journey for like 12, 16, 24, 36 weeks, and then obviously the holiday season comes up or something comes up and you regain it, this is more relevant to you guys. And there's a couple of things that are happening. Number one is oftentimes people go on restrictive diet plans, and they're very restrictive to their social life. And when they actually start to go out on the weekends again, try and be more flexible with their food, they're not really exposed to how to make that fit into the plan. And then before you know it, they're kind of overeating those things. And then they're like back on track on Monday, and they start this crazy chronic dieting cycle that they didn't have while they were trying to lose weight because they were so focused. But now that they're not trying to lose anymore, they're trying to be more modest and more moderate, but it's actually ending up causing them to slowly gain weight, because what happens is their weight will typically jump up a lot on Monday morning, and then it'll come back down Wednesday and settle in. But every week, that Wednesday weigh-in starts to get a little bit higher every single week. And before they know it, they're back up to where they started again. So part of it is knowing that in your weight loss journey, you need to understand how to incorporate life into that plan. And that's why setting up a sustainable plan that isn't super restrictive is so important. The other two things that happen are the physiological adaptations to obviously weight loss. Is that when a person is in a weight loss phase, they are cutting calories, they're in a calorie deficit, they're obviously cutting their weight down as well. Both of those things are going to cause adaptations to your body, to your metabolic needs. And if you don't ever reverse that, they stay down there. And it makes it really hard for a person to actually be more flexible with their food, because their body is adapting to lower calories now that they need less calories. And that also sucks, because now you have very limited budget to work with. And then obviously, like, the psychological aspect of things is that, if you've been going really hard, trying to lose weight, like really crushing it, and you are being super restrictive, super dialed in, super strict, it is going to burn you out. And that's also where, like, having some breaks built in along the way and making sure that you're actually enjoying the journey is so important. And then the last one I wrote down is like the accountability factor, is knowing that you have to have some way to hold yourself accountable to things as a check-in. And it could be, maybe a couple of days a week you're weighing in. Maybe you're keeping your food app out, a couple of days a week, maybe every other weekend or so, you're pulling it out and seeing what your average calorie intake is looking like on the weekends. And you're really just finding ways to keep yourself accountable, or you have a coach checking in with once a month to make sure that things are still looking good. That's why I actually have my legacy program. So here's a couple of things that I want to give you guys in terms of keys to maintaining your weight loss. Is number one, don't diet too long. So don't cut too long before taking breaks. It doesn't mean you have to be done. It just means take breaks throughout the time and allow yourself to see what maintenance feels like in your body, and allow your body the time to recover. And then when you are finally in a place of like, you know what, I think I'm happy with where I'm at, I'm content, work on that reverse process, not just with the calories, but with everything, with Are you going to be tracking for the rest of your life? Most people don't want to do that. So let's graduate from that and see how you do. Let's set up a plan that teaches you how to go from being super structured to being a little bit more flexible, a little bit more free with your life. Number two, know your weight range. So people focus so much on a number. I want to be 130 or I want to be 145. Your weight's going to be a range, and know your high end and know your low end. Know when you're going to be your leanest and when's going to be your, that's my weight where I need to dial things back in again. So you can pull out those tools and start using them again. And then, like I said in the beginning, is making sure that you're setting yourself up with a sustainable plan that is actually not very different from when you're losing weight to maintaining it. There's not a lot of difference in those two things, aside from the amount of calories you're eating. The food should be pretty similar. The style of eating should be pretty similar. The amount of meals you eat should be pretty similar. Your training should be very similar. So the only thing that's really changing is obviously you're probably a little bit more hungry when you're in that weight loss phase. So hopefully that was helpful for you guys today. Little Fit Body Short for you guys, and I will talk to you all soon.